Gentlemen, we are high. Literally, our camera is high. Our camera view is high. I'm not high, but our camera view is high. I gotta adjust it. We were doing all sorts of fixes and changes. That one's fine. This one's high, right? Don't get spooked. I'm just going to come in and move that down. How's that look? Let me see. How's that look? Probably can go a little lower so you can see my cock area. Just a tinge. Just a little lower. How's that? Is that good on my cock? That's good. Probably go down even maybe one more cunt hair, huh? To be all practical purposes here. Hold on. Let's take a look at that. Oh yeah, that's good, right? Yeah, that looks good. I think you can see my prick. So if I want to do shots or I'm holding my prick, I'm going like that. I can do it. If I want to fucking, yeah, it works perfect. You got the corner of the desk in here a little. Hey, how you doing? Ooh, ah. And then I got this camera. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's already starting. Yeah. The flatulence is already starting. Oh God. What a day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. It's the Rob Black Show, yes. Rob Black Show. Some call me Rob Black, some call me Roberto Negro, some call me Rob Zaccheri, some call me plain and simple, just delicious. And we are live on this March 31st day. And let me explain to you. First, is today a fucking holiday of any kind or something? It feels and seems like a fucking holiday because the streets, A, have been, we're dead on the way here, and B, it's dead in the area of Lancashire, and C, when I'm looking at the activity on Yahoo and a couple of the other channels, I'm not really seeing anything. It's dead. Patrick, I know you're there. Patrick, my man from the Sudan, just emailed me a new religious masturbation trailer. And Pat, let me explain something to you, and I know this is going to be pretty badass for all of you. I'm not doing it on this program. We're going to do it on the night program. But our Vid Blaster, ladies and gentlemen, let me explain. The Vid Blaster that we have, that, oh, man. The Vid Blaster, which is our editing software. Our Vid Blaster is officially working. Now, I wasn't playing with it. Our new resident man, myth, legend, we call Anonymous. He was the one that was in charge of making this happen, and he made it work. So, as of right now, we can play video clips, we can play, we can do all sorts of shit. Now, we're not going to do it on this show because I wasn't fully able to play with it. It was set up yesterday when I was not here, and I did not go into the studio yesterday. I was out and about yesterday. I did not come in. So I did not want to sit here and turn it on where it would kind of fucking have the possibility to screw everything up. So it's not operating. Now, tonight, if all goes according to plan, and it was working what I was told and it looked awesome, I will be busting out a lot of these things that you guys have been sending me. Patrick just sent me an anti-masturbation video by the Christians. It's only about 4 minutes long. It's a short film, so I'll be playing this tonight. I'm going to be playing a lot of this shit tonight. And we'll now be having some more fun and upping the production value on the RobBlackShow.com, and to the point where it even has our graphic on below. It has the website. So we got like some high-end shit going on, and we're excited to see this in place. So that's going to be good. A lot of things. Today's also, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about two things, and I'll talk about them again right now. Two things. First, it is officially our 1 year anniversary. Yes, our 1 year anniversary today. It was 1 year ago. 1 year ago. Seems so far, but yet so short. That we broadcasted our first program, and it was in the old building, and it was March 31st. That was when we decided to have Rob Black, the Rob Black Show, go live. And to commemorate, is that even, that's not even a fucking word. You know, how do you even say it? Commemorate. It's kind of a word like esophagus. My esophagus. Commemorate. Whatever. To celebrate the fucking day, we have the new Rob Black book that will be posting up tonight. It'll be going up on all the sites. It is basically done. It is waiting my forward, which I will produce as soon as the show's over. And that will go up tonight. And I think when it comes to Kindle or one of the other book services, they produce it automatic, like it goes up right away. On iTunes, the new book, All Right, Good Night, is available. So if you go to iTunes right now, the new book, All Right, Good Night, is available. And tonight will be the porn story. So basically what the new porn book is the collection of 35 of the best porn stories that we've done. And they highlight everybody from Steve Hirsch to Frank Kretzky to Derek Hay to Mike South and on down. That's the dedication. It literally lists like 85 people from the porn industry. You'll have to go through the dedication and see your name in there. You'll get all excited and warm and fuzzy. So that is the celebration of our anniversary today to mark our 1 year. So I'll be notifying you guys when that book is live, and you guys can go look at it, and you can buy it and rub it all over your fucking chests and make it fucking feel good. And then, to mark the anniversary, and we're very excited about this, because who knows how this is going to turn out. I can only imagine it's going to be spectacular and exciting, and all in one fall swoop. If you tune in today at 3:30, yes, ladies and gentlemen, at 3:30 p.m., and that will be about a half hour after the Rob Black Show goes off the air. You will be privileged to listen and to watch Alexandra, a.k.a. Monica Foster, taking her new program, The Dark Side, and broadcasting it to all of you for your pure excitement, your pure enjoyment. And I got to imagine it's going to be controversial. I got to imagine it's going to be enlightening. I got to imagine it's going to be all the things that you could only come to expect from Alexandra, a.k.a. Monica Foster, a.k.a. the Nubian Princess. Yes, the Nubian Princess. So that will be at 3:30 p.m. The Dark Side with Monica Foster. So she'll be debuted on the anniversary of the Rob Black Show, which is kind of funny because when we started this a year ago, we actually would go on at about 3:30. And so it's only fitting to have somebody brand new starting at the time slot that we originally started at when we began this journey a year ago. So that's coming up at 3:30, and that's going to be extremely exciting, extremely entertaining. So make sure you guys are here. Watch it. It's going to be great. And of course, at 2 o'clock, Katie Summers will be here with the news. Yes, Katie Summers will be here with the news. And we've been actually discussing some, what the hell, I'm trying to get her and try to work her schedule. And I think we're going to be able to do it in another couple weeks. I wanted to wait. I didn't want to wait until we had our new building. I wanted to start it soon, and she has to put together her schedule. And I wanted to have young Katie Summers in the studio with me. And trying to put the schedules together and exactly what we could do to make it happen, because of course she would have to leave her place to drive down here, do the show, and then go back to her place, and then do her work, and then come back and do the show again. So it's a matter of trying to put this together, and you know, that's on the table. A lot of things are on the table that we're trying to actually figure out and really just how to make the fucking show better. And like I said, yeah, Pat, that would work. And that would be something that will enhance the show if I can have her in the studio with me. So we'll see how that goes. Patrick just sent me some themes of music for Monica Foster's show. You're right, Pat. That would be a good theme. I'm going to have to tell her that. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Monica Foster's theme. Where is it? Here it is. Is it playing yet? It's actually pretty good. Oh, my little speakers aren't plugged in. That's the problem, Pat. because all the systems are all different in the the way everything's set up here. I have to unplug. I'm just afraid to unplug shit now. I don't know if I'm gonna unplug stuff right now. What if I can't get it plugged back in? It makes me nervous. Actually, I think if let me see here. Okay, if I unplug this one and I lay that gently down, and I plug this one in, I think I'll be all right. I just don't want to fuck up all the new buttons. Here we go. The Imperial fucking, that's good, Pat. That's going to be the theme for the Monica Foster Dark Side radio program. That'll be good. The Imperial fucking Death March. That, definitely. You hear that, and you know it's the Monica Foster Alexandra fucking show. You're like, oh, Jesus. Here she goes. It's Jew Dirt time. Here it is. You know something? It feels like I've been gone for a fucking for a day or for a week, so I feel a little lonely right now. Hold on. Besides, besides that, give me it right now.
Rothschild and Paul Warburg loaned money to Hitler. Hitler killed little Jews, while Rothschild and Warburg stayed in the finest hotels in Europe. If you can't call Rothschild anti-Semitic and Warburg an anti-Semite, then don't you open your mouth against me.
I missed that, and of course,
I want all the ham. 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 I
missed them. The weekend. I missed them on the weekend. I missed them on the week. I miss Louis, and I miss Oswald there. So, you know, I never realized that Patton Oswalt has the same name as Lee Harvey Oswald. Has he ever talked about that? Like, has he ever talked about the fact that he has the same name as the man that supposedly killed JFK? Seriously, does anybody ever really put any of that two together? Lee Harvey Oswald and Patton Oswalt. It's the same last name. Has anybody ever heard him talk about the fact that he has the same name as probably the most notorious murderer in the entire fucking world? Anybody? I mean, that's like having the last name of Hitler. It's like, hey, this is my friend Bill Hitler. You would think at that point, having the name of Hitler, you'd be like, hey, I think I'm going to change my last name. One would think of having the name Oswald, you would kind of be up for a little name change, or at least using something other than the name of the man who killed the president. I'm just saying. Anyways, just a little tidbit. Don't really have much of a bit on that. It's just something I realized as I play I Want Ham every day. Anyways, don't forget, at 3:30 to watch Monica Foster, and trust me, it's going to be thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly, see it, thoroughly entertaining. I promise you. You will not be able to get, besides me, of course. I mean, I am the most entertaining person on the radio, on air, out there. But second most entertaining show will be Monica Foster, a.k.a. Alexandra, on the Rob Black Network. So make sure you guys log on today at 3:30. And she'll be on the RobBlackShow.com. She'll be on AdultFYI.com. And she will be on all of her networks also, which will be PornNewsToday.com, JewDirt.com, and God knows all the other sites she has. So go there, and you will love it. Man, I'll tell you, it's like I keep getting a scratchy throat. I just got, you know what it is? I still got this, I got this tooth that I got pulled literally like a year ago. And I never got anything replaced in it, so I never got a filling or anything like that. And it's just a big gaping hole. And still to this day, after like a year, it still has not healed. Like it's just still, I can still, when I brush my teeth, brush over it and still fucking have blood come out. Like still fucking, like the wound is still never fucking healed. And I definitely know that it's, it fucks up my voice sometimes. It makes me feel scratchy, or it gives me a little sore throat. Sometimes it hurt, my ear hurts. It's like all fucked up. Probably, it's just horrible. I gotta eventually go and get it fucking filled in with bone or something. I don't even know how it works. I just pop a bunch of fucking Advil and call it a day. I don't know. It's just always, it's like, yeah, okay, great. Hey, I gotta wait for my fucking Obama insurance to kick in, I guess, and then I'll fucking go to the doctor and be like, yo, man, what the fuck's up with this? Help me out here. But I think my shit will kick in next month. I'm not even sure. I signed up. I signed up the other day for it. So I got to provide one more piece of paperwork that says I'm a resident of California. And once I do that, then I'm done. And then I guess I get my shit like next month. I don't even fucking know. I don't know. Whatever. But then I'm going to go. You wait till when I get my insurance, I'm going to be at the doctor every day. I'll be there. My foot hurts, I'm at the doctor. My knee hurts, I'm at the doctor. My balls hurt, I'm definitely at the doctor. It's just a constant, I'm at the doctor. I'm there. Hey, how you doing, doc? My balls hurt. Really? What's wrong? I don't know. They just hurt. Just touch them. Feel them. Rub them. My asshole hurts. Feel that too. Do whatever you got to do. My eyes hurt. Everything hurts. My whole body hurts. I'm old. I'm 40. My whole everything's starting to fucking die. That's what you say when somebody says the word, "Oh, your body's breaking down." No, it's not. You're dying. All right. It's not. Oh man, my body. Wait till you get old. No, you're dying. Okay. That's what it's called. You're dying. Nothing breaks down. That's just a nice, pretty word. The word is you're dying, okay? With every fucking breath you take and every fucking day you wake up is a day closer to dying, all right? When you get up and you're like, oh, Wow, my knee hurts. It's never hurt like this before. Wow, the cartilage is, no, it's not. You're dying. Your fucking knee is dying. Eventually, you won't be able to walk because that part of your body will be dead. That's why. You're dying. Every piece of your body is slowly dying. All right? That's what it is. Nobody wants to use that word. You might need a hip replacement. That's because your old hip is dead. It's dying, all right? So, at the age of 40, you're dying. So I'm going to go see a doctor and say, Doc, I have parts of my body that are shutting down. Can we either revitalize them with like some fucking heart paddles or something, or can we just cut it off? Something. Let's just get the useless meat out of the way. Whether it's my hand, my knee, my arms, my eyes, I don't know. I don't want to be fucking blind and where someone goes, hey, what's up? Oh, I can't see out of this eye. The cataracts and everything are so bad, and you just have a weird eye. Fuck it. Just cut my eye out. It's dead. Cut it out. Put something new in there. Put like something cool, like the guy from Last Action Hero, where he's got like fucking designs on the eye, like a fucking smiley face and shit like that. Do that, man. When my eye's dead and it's just one of them white, filmy looking, diseased cataract fucking eyes, where somebody sees you and they go, Jesus, what's wrong with this fucking eye? I don't want that eye. I want my eye to be gutted, taken out, and put in a smiley face glass eye. Where somebody goes, isn't that cute? And I can always fucking pop the fucking eye out, fucking people, stick my finger in and go, woo! Shit like that. That's what I want. So, as soon as my Obamacare kicks in, I'm at the doctor, and I'm checking every orifice on me. Yeah, even if I'm down to check my belly buttons, check it out. He'll be like, why? What's wrong? I don't know. Sometimes it hurts. He'll go, how the fuck does your belly button hurt? I don't know. When I stick my finger in there, it's like tender sometimes. He'll be like, Jesus Christ, you really are dying. I am, Doc. I'm fucking dying. So I did that. What else? What the fuck else did I do this weekend? I feel like I did a lot of shit, but I know I didn't. Oh, I went to Glendale. Seems to be, I went to Glendale, and I watched, well, of course you're in Glendale, so it's just all Armenian. You either go to Studio City, and it's fucking Dodger Stadium, or you go to Glendale, and it's I don't even know. Does Armenian? Do they even have a fucking country? What are they, Persian? Like, I don't even know what the fuck is an Armenian. Like, what is their land? What are they, Iranians? Are Persians Iranians? Like, what the fuck is an Armenian? I guess someone's gonna hit me and go, you stupid motherfucker. There's a country, it's called Armenia. Okay, Armenia. I guess they're like they're like Ukraine. It's shit we've never heard of until somebody invades them and takes them over. I guess. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. Forget blacks. Forget fucking Dodger fans. Glendale, forget about it. It's the fucking world of Armenian town, man. And I watched, we're sitting there in the little food court area because we go to the Americana, where the Americana fucking little apartments are. It's the little mall area, and in the little, they have Barnes and Noble. They have all these shops. It's nice. And I watched an Armenian family. No bullshit. and this little food court area where you can have like ice cream treats and things like that. I watched it. We were sitting there, and it's about at 9:30 at night. And it's Armenian mom, dad, and the grandparents, and like 3 kids. And the grandmother puts and it's got to be like a 3-year-old in the stroller. And I don't know why I watched this entire thing happen, but I get drawn to some of the ethnic groups. I do, and I'm not going to be racist or bigoted. Well, I will, but I don't need to be. And I get drawn to some of the groups because of their ethnicity, where I'll say, wow, those Armenians have extremely bushy eyebrows. Like, why? You know, like I'll literally just sit there and I'll go, isn't that weird that like all 8 of them have these giant eyebrows, like unibrows? They're huge. And I'll just go, that's just bizarre. Like, I literally will sit there and pick out traits of people, and then I sit there and I go, I get it. And now this is probably the real biggity, horrible part, and I know I'm definitely going to get firebombed in this building. I'm either going to get firebombed, or anybody that's looking to do something with this show beyond what we're doing is definitely going to turn me off. But I definitely understand when, and I'm not saying white supremacy people or like the Ku Klux Klan people, because they're evil people. But I do get when you have a white person and someone goes, we're all white. No. This list, please, don't give me that bullshit. I get when you have these southern and or other people that live in different areas, but I equate it to, you know, the southern shit kickers. But I get it when you see a Mitt Romney or a Pat Buchanan and people like that are fucking white, and you have their groups that say, you know, white is a nationality, and you can tell somebody who's white, an American, over somebody who is not, and they say, well, everybody has got ancestors everywhere, and you go, listen, I don't want to hear that bullshit. Yes, I'm Italian, but I am so far removed from the ethnicity of a traditional-looking Italian that I am more, I would say, white. I have more of a what would you say, a non-characteristic features of any ethnicity there is. I don't have a huge nose like an Italian would have. I'm not dark olive skin like an Italian. I'm not just beyond hairy. I have a hair on my chest, but you know, you don't have big, thick, black fucking hair on my arms. My sister doesn't have big, thick black hair and a black mustache. Those are ethnicity traits that are from different groups. So I get when you see the Ku Kluxers and you just look at them and go, that's just a white motherfucker. That's just white. They're just white. When you look up the word white, that's white. There's nothing that stands out. The nose doesn't stand out. The ears don't stand out. The eyebrows don't stand out. The hair doesn't stand out. The even head doesn't stand out. Nothing stands out. It's just white. And then, of course, someone says, not everybody. No, they're not. Not when you're sitting there at the Glendale Galleria or a place like that, and you literally go, well, that person is white. But they're not. They're obviously Armenian. Yes, they were born here in America. They were born here in Glendale. But yet, they have big, giant, hairy, bushy fucking eyebrows. They are dark in complexion. They have the peanutty fucking head, big fucking nose. So it's obvious that there is a ethnicity to them that is extremely strong, that you can't say, well, they're white American. No, they're not. They're fucking somehow have a bloodline that's very rich. Very rich. And it doesn't matter that they were born here in Glendale and their grandmother, or I should say their mom was born here. Their bloodline is incredibly entrenched with the Armenian culture, that they have all of these features. So, I don't think I'm into the biggity area yet, right? No, I'm all right. So I'll sit there when we go to these things, and I'll just sit and I'll look and I'll marvel at the fact that everybody is Armenian. Everybody smells like a fucking whorehouse, because they all wear, again, what trait does that come that they bathe themselves in about 70 gallons of fucking cologne? Just 70 gallons of it. Like, literally, when we go in the elevator to go up to the floor, and you're just like, fucking my eyes are watering. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, how does somebody smell like this? But, like, how do they get up in the morning and just go, ah, fuck it. Oh, I need another butter. Another butter. Fucking amazing. So, I'm sitting there, and I'm watching this Armenian family with their child, and it's the grandparents. And at first, I'm marveling at the three older kids, how they all have literally one eyebrow. And again, I'm like, why don't you, like, fix that? And I'm just like, where? If you're in America and you watch American culture and you're part of the whole tradition of watching, you know, Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, I don't fucking know, any of the things that you see, rarely do you see anybody with a giant unibrow. Like, who does that? Who fucking does that? Literally, who does that? These Armenians do. I don't get it. Or Iranian, whatever the fuck they are. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Who fucking told them that having one giant black eyebrow is awesome? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But, needless to say, this is why I'm staring at this family. I'm literally just staring at them, and I'm just judging them. I know it's horrible, I'm bad. So I'm staring at this Armenian family, and I'm judging them. Again, you got your mom and your dad, your grandparents, obvious, because they're older people. Three, you know, a 12-year-old, I think, and the 15-year-old, and then the probably 9-year-old. One's the girl, two's the boy. All of them have one fucking eyebrow. Totally bizarre. And then they got a little baby, like a 3-year-old that's in the stroller. Again, I'm just fixated on this family. And I got this little ice cream treat that me and Katie are splitting because we both don't want to eat too much to become ham eaters and fat bastards. So we're sharing this treat, and I'm literally just like this, staring, watching this family. And the grandmother puts the 3-year-old in this stroller, and the 3-year-old's a big little Armenian fuck. This definitely is a big old fucker. Hair, fucking, this fucker's got like a beard already. And the little brother, or the older brother, behind the trailer, the stroller, I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he just wasn't paying attention. But like a fucking teeter-totter. The kid is in the stroller for no more than 10 seconds. And it fucking flips over. Literally flips over. And this 3-year-old hits the wood deck with such a powerful thump that literally everybody that was sitting around thought we had another fucking earthquake. That is how fucking hard this fucker hits. And it's like a 1 beat, 2 beat, 3 beat. And now this entire deck are just like, literally, we were all like, that kid's dead. That fucking kid is definitely got a subdural hematoma of the fucking head. Half this, and the fucking the older brother is like he's like this, laughing. The grandmother picks the fucking kid up. He's screaming. Then the father comes over. You know, the Armenian. He's like this tall, hairy as fuck, big nose. He's got the gold chains on, shirt all unbuttoned, hair like a sweater, with like the short ass jeans. Oh, and now everybody's coming over. And I'm looking at this kid thinking, you guys got to get this fucking kid to the hospital. Definitely subdural. This kid's got a fucking concussion. And now they're bringing the stroller, and they're like, come on, we go. Come on now, we go. You be okay. You be okay. The kid, I mean, I literally could see this kid's head and face starting to swell up, like the guy from Mask, Eric Stoltz, in the movie Mask, where he has the big retarded fish face. And this kid's face and head is starting to fucking swell up. And I'm like, this kid's dead. They're going to put this kid to bed tonight, and he ain't ever going to fucking wake up. I go, what the fuck am I looking at here? And as they're leaving, everybody, it was like nobody could talk. Everybody was just silent. Like this. Like, did you fucking see that? And to the right of me now is a Los Angeles Dodger family. And they're talking in Spanish, and I know they're talking about what they just saw, and it's as if they're saying, these stupid fucking Armenians, could you believe they just basically killed their fucking kid? Because the older guy is saying stuff, the mom's looking, and then one of their sons is saying stuff, and they literally are talking about what they just fucking witnessed. Literally, there was 16 families in this food court area, and everybody was just talking about the Armenian family that just used their 3-year-old as a fucking beach ball and bounced his fucking head off the fucking wood deck. Amazing. Amazing. And all I wanted to do when they went by was take out a shaver and shave the fucking eyebrows down. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. That was it. But I knew that would be wrong, because then I knew I would have to take the kid to the hospital, make sure the subdural hematoma subsided. They'd have to drill into his head. to relieve the fucking the pressure that's swelling on his fucking brain, and from there he could be saved. But I knew I didn't want to get involved that much with that type of action, so I said fuck it, and I watched as they went by and said, Jesus, that was brutal. So that's what we did, and then from there we went home. So that was the evening. And again, that wasn't too racist, right? It wasn't too bigoted. I'm not being, you know, I understood at that moment while I was sitting there on the deck, when you see the Ku Kluxers and these people in the Republican Party that are very ultra white, and when they're preaching for white people, and you get uber liberals like, oh, we're all white and we're all from America. No. I get it. All right, I don't necessarily believe in their hate speech, but I get when they point these things out, because I witnessed really a night of basically being in Iran. I was basically in Iran. I get what being in Iran is, and that's going to the Glendale Galleria. And Iran has got to be as close to where Armenia is, because it's pretty fucking close. And seeing a little Armenian kid get dropped on his fucking head, and just like, I don't worry, give me some cologne, I spray cologne on him. Fucking kids starting to go into convulsions, and the Armenian family spraying him with cologne. We give him a little cologne. We spray cologne on him. He'd be alright. We put cologne in a hookah. A hookah and a cologne. We put the cologne, and then we smoke out and blow hookah smoke on him. Hookah smoke. He's good. The boy's good. I blow some hookah smoke. I take him to Cafe Rouge. He good. Fuck. There you go. That's the evening of excitement and truly seeing the differences of culture really strong that night. And I've been there a zillion times, but for some reason that night on that deck, looking at so many Armenian families and so many unibrows, and then being in the elevator with just so many Armenians that are full of cologne and one unibrow, and just a bizarre, weird Jordache jean, falafel, weird, just a weird vibe, man. Anyways, hey, God bless, and hopefully the kid that got dropped on his fucking Armenian head isn't dead. Hopefully that he made it. He woke up the next morning, and he's not dead. Anyways, it's the Rob Black Show. We're going to take a break for just a minute or two. And when we come back, we're going to discuss some new, I don't know if it's new Mike South developments, but it's definitely new Mike South comedy. And Tom Byron's got a brand new story that he's going to post. So when we take our break right now, he's going to post a new story. Refresh your guys' computer so you could read the new story. Click on it and go ahead and enjoy it. It's a story from Friday, and it'll get you guys going. It'll get your juices blowing, flowing, and blowing and flowing. And you guys can see exactly what the hell is going on in this wacky business. and especially from the quote-unquote blog leaders. And basically, you'll see that they're nothing more than shams, low-lifes, cretin scumbags, and that's really what they are. So go ahead and refresh your browser in about a minute or two, and Tom Byard will be posting the new story. We're going to be back in about 5-6 minutes with some new revelations, some new stories about Mike South and about his complete and utter bullshit that he likes to spew, and the fact that we're still waiting for his, I should say, his challenge, and we'll go into that when we come back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rob Black Show. You guys are the best, and let's read a little, or let's listen to a little of stereotypes, and they are true, or are they? I'm fucking hot up here, man. It is just unmercifully hot. It really is. And I know it sounds silly because there's probably people in the East Coast that are freezing their fucking assholes off, but it really is fucking warm up here. I know you're all going, Rob, who gives a fuck? We're down here in the East Coast, and anytime we go anywhere, we need to have fucking have an icebreaker. We need to have a goddamn icebreaker just to get us into fucking the water. I know, man. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, all my friends. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I'm fucking. I'm sorry that we. I'm sorry we're complaining about the goddamn heat. So, please forgive me, and please forgive me. And I won't complain about the heat up here when I know that you guys are freezing your assholes off in the East Coast, and you need like icebreakers just to go in the goddamn lake. I'm sorry. So no more. Let's get on to my favorite topic, and that's gooks. Okay, it is. It's about gooks, all right? And let's talk about gooks. And when I say gooks, I don't mean Chinese people. I mean, oh no, you just what are you doing? Gooks! Listen to me. I didn't know about this when I was eating dinner tonight. And listen, I thought I made a recipe that would definitely have the gooks give me a big thumbs up. And I made some chicken breast that we had left from the other day when I bought it at Smart and Final for $8.95. That's how much a bag of chicken breast is there. And so far, we had stir fry yesterday, which was awesome. And we've had stir fry today, but I made a little twist on stir fry. I used rice. So I fully gooped it up even more. And we had white rice. So I made a whole bunch of white rice, grilled or pan-fried chicken, sauteed with, again, my super secret recipe. It's not secret. A little pepper, a little salt, a little lemon pepper, some sauteed onions. And so I sauteed that up. And then in another pot, I made my vegetables. And then I put it all together So we had rice, vegetables, and chicken. So, I mean, it was completely gookified, and it was good. And it settled in my stomach 10 times better than it did the sausage, than the sausage. That Italian sausage just fucking literally stayed in my system. And when I was working out last night, or that night that I had the sausage, it was like, last night it was all right. I didn't burp up, and I wasn't feeling like too fatty and too fucking disgusting when I was working out. So when I went to, and actually when I went to bed last night, I went to bed kind of hungry. I did. I went to bed kind of hungry. So I'm gonna have to. I know now that I'm working out every day, I'm gonna have to start eating more. I can tell. I already can tell. Because, believe it or not, I weighed myself this morning, and I weighed 139. So, it's like Mr. Manorexic is all over the place. So, I'm not eating enough, and now I'm working out, so I'm burning calories, and my body's going and eating what I put in, and it's just not enough. So, I'm going to have to start eating, or at least getting one of those big protein shakes in the morning, like a Matrix protein shake, like buy the powder. And I was thinking about that today. You know where you buy the powder, and then you add either water or you add milk to it, but you make like a big old protein shake in the morning. I'm going to have to start doing that. So this weekend, I'm going to have to buy some of that powder mix if we have an extra $10 to get around. So let me get back to where I was going with Gooks. So apparently, when I was watching TV tonight, Katie told me that there is a hubbub, a flat, a controversy, so to speak, in the How I Met Your Mother. Yes, the episode or the television show How I Met Your Mother. And they did a episode last night. And it just shows you how unbelievably oversensitive people are. And Katie Summers made a really great analogy or example, and she said, so there's a fucking flat about How I Met Your Mother doing an episode where they're parodying Kung Fu style movies and having the American characters from the show dressed kind of Asian, depicting Kung Fu style movies. And she goes, but the movie Tropic Thunder has Robert Downey Jr. in blackface, and he's depicting being a black guy, and that was like basically the most funniest shit that anybody had ever seen. And I'm like, hey, you know what? You're fucking right. What do you say to that? She goes, oh, that's just bizarre. And she goes, and this wasn't even an episode where people were painted yellow and going, oh, you know, hello. It was a fucking episode where they were spoofing Kung Fu shows. And the characters were dressed as Kung Fu characters or so forth and so on. So the creators of the show actually went on Twitter and like apologized. Again, what the fuck am I living in, man? Am I living in another fucking world? Really. So let me just read you this fucking little story. Because I wanted to talk about it as soon as we got in. And, I mean, it wasn't that super important, but it was something I wanted to talk about. So it's called How I Met Your Racist Controversy. It's probably not what CBS executives were hoping to wake up to this morning. But after How I Met Your Mother's Monday night episode, Slapsgiving 3. Slap appointment in slap marrow. That's exactly what they got. The episode, which featured the latest in the show's long-running fan favorite slapsgiving gag, was overshadowed by fan outcry at the use of yellow face and other racist overtones. In parentheses, what all Asian people don't eat noodles, do kung fu, and practice calligraphy? That's it. Fuck you. I was looking at, man, every time I look at those goddamn old videos of me from like December, I look so different. Remember, I got down to, what did I get down to? I think I got down to a buck 37, a buck 38. Yeah, I'm up to about 158 now, 159. And I told everybody that I would fucking drop all that weight and then build it back up with muscle, lots of muscle. But no one listens to me. Nobody ever listens. Nobody ever listens to me. I tell people things and they don't listen to me. Okay, they go like that. They just mumble. I'll say something and they go. And I go, what the fuck does that mean? And they go. So let me start with a little info here. So it was what was it? A Friday night, and I'm gonna give you guys a little a whole little info, a whole little rundown. Okay. I think it would happen Thursday. It was Thursday night, last Thursday night. Devilman, Michael Whiteacre, and this kid, Sean Tompkins, they run a site called the Real Porn WikiLeaks. And they posted a story about how Mike South basically didn't practice what he preached. And that's the crux of the story. And it's something that a lot of people have been kind of trying to get sidestepped. And even Mike South has been trying to divert people away from what the true story is about. And that is that a man by the name of Mike South, who basically would terrorize people, literally, year after year. He would go on his website, MikeSouth.com, and he would literally terrorize people. He would scream at them, yell at them, threaten them, and all this under the guise of himself being this righteous leader, this righteous man that did everything right and everybody should listen. He would sit there and talk about how if he ran things, it would be done differently. If he was in charge of Free Speech Coalition, things would be differently. If he was, everything was, if he did this, things would be different. If things did that, things would be different because he's the all-knowing. And what was exposed by these guys, along with a girl named Jessica Chase, and again, it's interesting to see people try to discredit Jessica Chase in the sense of, and it's baffling to watch people try to discredit her and say, well, she's just upset because Mike South called her a name, so forth and so on. And again, all that doesn't mean shit because the issue is what the issue is. And she basically stated that Mike South conducts his shoots with himself in them and with talent that he uses. And these people do not have the required tests that are performed and used in the adult business. And what that means is these people have the this oro quick swab, so to speak, test. It's like a over-the-counter test you can get at any local drugstore. And that test is what determines if somebody can work for Mike South or not. And so this Jessica Chase revealed that never did she see people's tests, never did she have to even have a test herself on the second time she shot for Mike South. And she basically just revealed a whole bunch of stuff. And this came out, and of course, Mike South never posted a thing to defend himself. All he did was posted a story about how Manwin and MindGeek and whatever other organization they're part of, he printed their history. It's called A Brief History of Manseth, Manwin, and MindGeek. All of this is what was going on when he himself was under fire for doing things that he accuses everybody in the adult industry for doing. And the only place he would defend himself would be buried in his message board. And that's it. That is it. And he has about 2 people that are literally his supporters. One supporter is a man by the name of Tim Tritch, who goes by the name of Jilted. And he posts on Mike South's message board as this knowledgeable man that has worked for, well, basically he's worked for every side. He's worked for every side of the fight. He started his career, I guess, at AIM with Sharon Mitchell. And then from AIM with Sharon Mitchell, after he was disgruntled there, and he says they owed him a whole bunch of money, he then went and worked for AIDS Healthcare Foundation. And then after he got disgruntled there because he was not able to deliver them the people and the information he told Michael Weinstein and company that he could deliver, he then left and went and worked as a consultant for Latata, which not real sure how that fits in the equation. But Latata is again owned by and run by Derek Hay and his group. And then from there, he left Latata and then just became a full-time troll message board keyboard warrior for Mike South. And so that person would literally pump Mike South full of a bunch of useless bullshit information. And now it's come to the point where this guy is singing songs on Mike South's message board, singing songs like a crazy person, like reciting messages from verses from songs, talking about dropping bombs on the adult industry and it's going to nuke the industry. Just really weird, creepy things that people that blow up abortion clinics and kill abortion doctors sound like, basically. So you have this person that's on Mike South's message board, and then you have Mike South himself who posts as other names. And so what they do is they try to defend Mike South and dance around the issues that pertain to Mike South. And they try to attack this woman, Jessica Chase and say it was up to her to look at tests, and she doesn't even know if it was 6 guys she blew or 9 guys, and all these things that really don't make a difference, because in order to discredit her and say she's a liar, you would have to say Mike South never shot the scene with her, which you can't do because Mike South shot the scene with her. And just that fact alone, you would then have to say, okay, Mike, did you provide a full screened test of all of your medical outcomes for different diseases like the rest of the industry does? Meaning hepatitis C, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia. All of these things, did you provide this testing for? And Mike South did not. So this flies in the face of everything that Mike South has preached. It is plain and simple. And to attack the people that wrote the story, to attack the girl that was involved, to attack me, to attack all these people is ludicrous, because the facts are facts. And what they state is, Mike South, did you have a full panel of tests before you did the sex scene? The answer would be no. The guys that you had that performed with Jessica Chase in the bukkake, regardless if it's 2 guys, regardless if it's 10 guys, did they have a full panel of tests? That answer is no. Mike South has even stated that. Mike South even stated that in the message board. He won't talk about it in a professional posting. He will instead respond to people that he eventually bans on his message board who challenge him. And in his message board, he even states that his guys do not have a full panel of tests because they're his guys. He knows where they have been, and they don't work in the general talent pool. So that makes them safe and clean, and he knows them. And that's his explanation, which in the life of me, if Diane Duke or Freeze, anybody stated that people are working without certain tests, and the explanation is because those people know them, Mike South, again, would be the first person to be screaming for the nearest tree and then the rope to lynch the people for. And again, the 1 or 2 people that defend this hillbilly asshole, the 1 or 2 people that continue to advertise on his website like the Vet Nation, and the people that run the Vet Nation, can't seem to get Mike South out of this. And the fact that the entire industry is now looking at Mike South as the biggest piece of shit. And before they did, but how do you prove he's a piece of shit? Because he just runs his mouth. But now you actually can prove it. And one of the biggest piece of shit moves, ladies and gentlemen, is, let me explain. He literally got called by ABN and Pierre Warren, where they asked him about these accusations, where Mike South claims that basically he doesn't have to answer them because the people that are levying the charges against him are just out to smear his good name and to make a name for themselves. But rest assured, everybody, that he has a compliance officer from Georgia State OSHA on every single one of his sets. Now, that claim was made, and as ludicrous as it sounds, it gets even more ludicrous, because Mike South literally went on my Twitter, literally, ladies and gentlemen, went on my Twitter and posted that he challenges me, or he would challenge me to prove this theory wrong or prove this theory right, but I don't have any money to basically put up to meet this challenge. So, ladies and gentlemen, I pulled out $200 of fresh, cold hard cash from my buried funds that I have. I have a little spot where I got all this money buried from all the years in the business. And I pulled out $200. And if you go to my Instagram and check, I put the $200 on my Instagram, and I posted the news very simply. Hey, Mike South, let's go, bitch boy. Give me the Georgia OSHA inspector's name, badge number, official reports of all your inspected sets. And I posted the $200. Now, that was Friday. And I'm waiting, ladies and gentlemen. And then I posted it again. And this time, I posted it next to his hillbilly, inbred, scumbag face. And I posted the $200 next to his disgusting, creepy face that says, "Let's go." Official Georgia OSHA inspector name, official Georgia OSHA reports from all your sets. Georgia OSHA official approving your sets with case numbers. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still waiting for a response, or at least my $200. Now, I'm going to read my address to Hillbilly Boy Mike South, because I know he's listening, or I know at least one of his mutant fans, because he's got about 2 of them, besides Tim Tritch, that are listening right now, and I will read this. My address is 6632 Lancashire Boulevard. That's North Hollywood, California, 91606. Attention, The Rob Black Show. Now, Mike South, I'm waiting for my motherfucking $200, because you will not provide badge numbers. You will not provide reports. You won't provide anything official from the Georgia OSHA offices. It will not happen. But yet you want to challenge me. Now, you laid out a challenge. I met your challenge. So now I'm waiting. Now, that was Friday. Once again, today's Monday. I know you've seen my Twitter because you follow me, fuckstick. So I would think that you would have from Friday to now to gather up all this information. It's 1 to 2, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in hillbilly time. So you had all day to get together all of the Georgia OSHA reports. Now, I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting. Again, my address is 6632 Lancashire Boulevard, North Hollywood, California, 91606. Attention, The Rob Black Show. And Mike South, I would like my $200 fucking dollars before the end of the week. You think you could do that? And in between gathering up these reports, do you think you could also provide the information about all of your talent and the special these special powers they have that make them immune to any other disease that you say none of them will ever have, none of them will ever get, because let's face it, they don't have full screen tests because you know them and you know where they've been and you know that if they have sex with any suspected person, that these people are so special and what type of antibodies they have in them that they basically fend off any disease. So I'd love to see what those medical records are too. Just because, I mean, hey, I'd like to get some type of medicine or something that makes me immune to all disease. I think that'd be phenomenal. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, Mike South, if you go to my Instagram, you'll look. And when I say my Instagram, my Twitter, you will look and you will see where I've posted the $200. Now, Mike, do I have to keep upping the ante? Do I have to keep going to my buried stash and pulling out more hundreds out of the lockbox? Like, what do I got to do? But you know and I know that if I keep pulling cash out of the lockbox, you're basically not going to have any rent money for your fucking trailer rent and your power hookup there at the trailer park, because you ain't going to provide anything from the state of Georgia, from the OSHA inspectors' offices, where they have cleared and given you a stamp of approval on all your sets. You're a lying piece of shit. You are a disgusting human being, and you are, motherfucker, caught red-handed for the piece of human garbage you are. So one will now sit back and wait for you to, I don't know, pray to God, pray to your hillbilly God playing a banjo, that this is all going to fucking blow over in the next day or two. Or maybe you'll pull out some super gonorrhea, or you'll pull out some other weird fucking, I don't know what, Mike, but there ain't nothing that you're going to fucking pull out except my $200 to send it so I can go out and buy something to eat. Have me a hillbilly dinner on you, Mike, okay? Instead of having some California Hollywood sushi, okay? I don't want that. Had that already Saturday. Don't want that. I want some hillbilly Outback ribs and some fucking some corn on the cob. That's what I want, Mike. And you owe it to me. You owe me my $200. Because you ain't providing shit, asshole. Okay? There is no way in God's green motherfucking earth that there are Georgia OSHA inspectors that are illegally licensed to the state of Georgia who appear on every single one of your sets with paperwork and go, okay, here's these talent, here's these things, and here is a approval, here's my inspection number, here's my badge number, here's my name, and Mike South is a great guy. I mean, the audacity to even say any of this is ludicrous. The fact that it's not legal to shoot pornography in Georgia. The fact that how can the state of Georgia have compliance OSHA officers sign off on fuck sets, and by them doing that, it means that they are signing off on pimping and pandering. Are you people in fucking sane? Seriously, are you people this insane to ever believe this? And for Peter Warren and AVN, and especially Mark Kearns, who loves to talk about legal issues, for all of these people not to follow up on something that you can basically take Mike South and literally bury his ass with on the AVN website is beyond me. The fact that this man would literally claim that the state of Georgia, along with them getting ready to approve gun legislation to let every citizen carry guns into schools, churches, restaurants, fucking gymnasiums. Basically, they're on the verge of passing a bill that says it's all right to carry a handgun, a firearm, anywhere. That state also is going to approve Mike South and the Bukaki boys to basically come in any embassy suites in all the state of Georgia. That's what we're supposed to believe. And the 2 or 3 losers like Tim Tritch on Mike South's message board are actually going, yeah, that's right. That's right. Mike South's right. What do you guys say to that? Nailed ya. Ha ha ha. We nailed ya. Mike South gave you that comeback, Rob Black. Ha ha ha. If you had any money, ha ha ha, he'd bet ya. But since you got some money you pulled out, ha ha ha, he's allowed to. Yeah, that, right, Mike? You're allowed to, right? Yeah, Mike said yeah. Ha ha ha. I'm Tim Tritch. And this is the people who run Vicky Vet Nation. Ha ha ha. We're right. Ha. And this is Lindsay Lovehands. Ha ha ha. Oh God. Seriously. It really gets old comprehending how incredibly stupid. Seriously, it's incredibly tiring of comprehending how fucking stupid you people are. Really. And I'm not talking about the fans. All right, I'm not talking about the real fans of the Rob Black Show. I'm talking about Mike South, inbred losers. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, I think besides Tim Tritch and the Vicky Vet Nation people that run the other website and they post his fake name, I think besides those two, I don't think there's a fucking single person on the Mike South website message board that's real. I think the rest of those people are Mike South posing as these different posters to stimulate the conversation and steer it where he wants it to go. It's the oldest trick in the book. If you read fucking Message Board Work 101, that is one of the most famous lines to do. You post as fake people. So if you own a message board, you register as different people, and you post opposing or the same arguments or the same support for an issue but you do it in different ways. That way you can steer those conversations away or to certain things that you want. So when you have somebody like Mike South and the fact that he has a message board, because remember, guys, everybody that posts on these message boards, you can look at their IP address. And with Mike South, he moderates his message board. So like I explained to everybody else, there's a girl on, well, it used to be on the Mike South message board, and she went by the name of Brooke Tyler. And Brooke Tyler used to actually be a contributing editor for Mike South. So if you looked up in the left-hand side of Mike South's website, he used to have Brooke Tyler as a contributing writer. And when all of this broke out, Brooke Tyler, so what that means is she doesn't have the moderator button, meaning she could post and it would just automatically go up. That way, if Mike South is out fishing or he's out fucking doing some inbred stuff like fucking his mom or fucking his sister or doing any of that stuff or running around with the Bukkake boys, looking to fucking spread their disease on everybody, people like Brooke Tyler could just go up there and Tim Tritch could go up there and they could just post and Mike doesn't have to approve them. Well, Brooke Tyler, when all of this broke out, started arguing with Mike South and started basically protesting who he was to the point where Mike South had to tell her to knock it off. Well, lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, if you go and take a look, Brooke Tyler is no longer a contributing author, and she was replaced by Lindsay Lovehands. And I guaranteed everybody that Brooke Tyler was also on moderation, meaning she can't post unless Mike South approves it. Now, when I went on my last break, Tom Byron informed me that Brooke Tyler actually tweeted out that she is on moderation, and that if she does tweet, it is moderated, and she can't freely post because Mike South didn't like the fact that she was challenging it. And when you look, he still will not answer any of the questions that have been posed to him. Mainly, this OSHA inspector from Georgia, who he is, what are the numbers of this guy's badge, where are the inspection paperwork, where are all the things so we can verify that if he's shot 20 times in a month, there's 20 inspections that just went on. Of course, in between Georgia's gun legislation and things like that. So, again, if you take a look, and I count Jilted, which is Tim Tritch, and Lurking Reader, which is Mike South, and he has Lacey Blake. We all know who Lacey Blake is. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, Mike South and the Vicky Vet Nation people are the only that basically post on Mike South. Seriously, that's basically the people that go on Mike South and post. That's it. That's it. That is it. That is fucking it. That is Mike South. That is the fucking hillbilly. That is somebody who is just pure fucking evil. That is somebody that does not give a shit about anybody or anyone in this business, which is what he claims. And again, when I hear people say, I hear Mike South say, well, I never claimed to be an expert. Bullshit. And what works for me doesn't necessarily work for everybody else. Bullshit. And I hear his supporters, Tim Trich, and him posting as a fake person saying that it's not his responsibility, it's the girl's responsibility to check performers' tests. Bullshit. All of these things contradict and go against everything that Mike South talks about. They literally goes against everything Mike South. And again, I will say this, and I will say this loudly. You can go through Mike South's website, and I'll do it right now, and you can find about 28 different stories where he has went after Scott Sparks and different agents that he says are evil, bad people that take advantage of girls. You can find this entire fucking twisties, rigged competition where this asshole, along with two whiny, crybaby girls, they're talking about how it's just basically the worst thing known to man that Manwin and the people that are on Twisties decided to basically their own talent be the ones that they're taking on this Cancun vacation, and they're going to be the ones that win the competition. You actually have an idiot like Mike South and these girls on the message boards and on Mike South's website screaming about boycotting Manwin and boycotting Twisties and how they're evil people and how could they do this to these girls. And Mike South talks about all of the things that they did to these poor girls. I mean, again, more of a MO of protecting girls. This is all Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho. But when it comes to his own sets, that's, I guess, when he turns a blind eye to that guy's test. You know, to me, fuck her. She should be responsible enough for her own self. Fuck her. How do you devote every single website or every single day on every single page of your website to being Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho? And how do you sit there and ask girls if they're having problems with different people in the industry to call him because he'll fix it? And how do you sit there and threaten T-Real and all these people that have ever done anything wrong or had an argument with a girl to call Mike South because he's going to protect you? But yet when it comes to his own production, it's up to the to basically fend for herself. That girl, I would think, I mean, now think about this. And again, this is naive sounding, but if you are a young girl who is a follower of Mike South, say you are a young girl that follows Mike South, you think his hillbilly logic is so awesome. You see everything he does for girls in the business. You see everything that he says about the industry and the evil people in the industry, and you basically have been following him. Think about it. You see a pattern, and you're young, and you're brand new in the business. You go out to work for Mike South, and he's doing tests, and he's doing paperwork, wouldn't you imagine, and let's think, wouldn't you imagine that as somebody that's followed the Mike South career, as you're new to his blog and you're reading everything that he does and he professes, wouldn't you imagine that before you did your scene, he would be the first person to practice what he preached? Like, don't you feel that if anybody was going to protect you and make you feel safe, it would be Mike South? Wouldn't you imagine that while you're sitting there getting your makeup done, you would just imagine that every guy